Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this one I'm going to be giving an overview on the PC performance. Now, this is definitely not one to be unhappy about, because Ubisoft have clearly tried with their PC performance, and the only thing is, I don't think it was worth the month that it was not on PCs for, because in that month all the views on YouTube go to the console gamers' sad times. The game does run a solid 60 frames per second from mid-range to high range, so it's obviously within the normal bracket. It's not like Unity where you need a God's PC to run a solid 30 FPS. It does have its little bitty moments where it does sort of fail to keep fluidity, and sometimes, depending on how good a day your computer's having, it can fail there as well, but it's usually not that bad at all. But when you shot the game on a PC, especially if it's a mid-range PC without the RAM and the processor, when you close the game and come out, you realise you're there for about half an hour waiting for your computer to speed back up, even though it's using 12% usage. Now that's probably not down to the game, and that's not the game's fault, but that's something that I have noticed. With the solid frame rate, I get 80 FPS as an average, because it varies between 70 to 90. The highest I've ever had is like 110. frames per second, which is a lot of frame rates because I run on high settings, and I have noticed that changing the environmental quality does not affect your video RAM at all. So you can have until you go to ultra high, so very high environmental settings will not affect your video RAM at all. It's the same as having it on medium or low. So that's what the settings are there. And also, I've noticed that you do need to make compromises to get it to work. It's not a perfect optimization. I mean, what would you expect? It's a Ubisoft game. Of course it's not going to be perfect. When's a Ubisoft game on PC ever perfect? Oh wait, 5 years ago Brotherhood ran like butter. This is like butter with little bits of bread in it, to be honest with you. But Unity's like burned toast, if on that scale. So this is definitely an improvement from Unity for PC performance, because it actually works at 60 FPS. And it actually feels like fun, and you're not in pain trying to play it. So I would highly recommend picking this up over Unity, because it's way better in performance-wise, and it's not broken in any way whatsoever. The only problem that I have with it is the fact that you do have to make the compromises, like I said before. No, the compromises aren't the major ones. They're talking about ambient occlusion and like sampling and etc. You know, all about that sort of stuff, because that. It doesn't. I've turned them on and I had a look. They really don't visually affect the game whatsoever. They might make the rays a different colour, sort of, a different shade, but to be honest with you, they're not really that much big a difference. And ultra settings and medium settings don't have much of a big difference. But if you've got 4GB video RAM, graphics card, then you'll be fine with this game. Depending on the card, you'll be just fine. Say if you've got like a 4GB video RAM. 770, I think you'll be just fine. But to be fair, the compromises come in like I said before, the things there, because they haven't optimized it to be the best. It's not an amazing port, but Ubisoft really trying with this port, because we can tell that they didn't try with Unity, but with this they obviously did, and I'm quite impressed that the company that brought us Unity, well, last year, can pull something this good out of the hat as far as PC ports go. But anyway, that was basically my port overview. I'd say that it still needs improvement, but it is definitely up there with the decent ports. I mean, it's a decent port, it definitely runs, but it does require compromises to start with, which I really didn't like, but I didn't mind, because the compromises were the things that didn't make a difference anyway. But anyway guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Be sure to tell your friends about this channel, help subscribe. By subscribing, we're almost at 2,000 subscribers, got like 95 to go, and that'll be really amazing if you subscribe. So thanks for watching guys. See ya!